Hi everyone, Scorp here, continuing this Duelist of the Roses Gemini playthrough. First things first today, we're going to save, then we're going to go to the title screen and go to Custom Duel, so we can go and upgrade our Mammoth of Goldvine to a Secretary of Defense deck leader, so we can use that for our deck leader for the rest of the game. I'm going to make sure I put it in my deck. I did not, so it's a good thing we check things like this. What should we take out for this? There are a lot of cards that we could take out for this. Oh, and we also want to put in Snake Hair. Snake Hair is really strong. White Dolphin can go, probably. I mean, there's a whole lot of cards that could go. Just take out Unknown Warrior Fiend. Armored Zombie can go in over Ghoul with the Appetite. Go ahead and save just because we can, just in case the game crashes. I'm going to use Cheat Engine to do this because I don't feel like sitting here for 20 minutes to do something that I can do in 15 seconds. I can search for an exact value of 2 bytes because I know it's 0 right now for Mammoth. Oh, well, that's easy. Okay, so I'm just going to flip this face up. When I pass, I'm going to search for a value that was increased by 4 on a 2 byte value. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. I'm just using an external program to find the value of found it here. So I just used an external program to change the value of the experience on the Great Mammoth of Goldvine. It takes like 10 seconds instead of, like 30 minutes of just passing turns. And as you can see, I now have a SecDef Great Mammoth of Goldvine. Yeah, it's wonderful. Cool. I figured I'd just show that once. I mean, I didn't even show how to do it. I have a couple videos on this channel of how to do that. But that's just a way to save myself a whole bunch of time. And almost all of that time would have been stuff that I wouldn't even have shown on video, so... I could have just done that regardless. So now we're going to go back to getting more zombies. Time to go beat up Bones, or Necromancer, as he's called. Wow, that is a awkward hand. Again, I don't really want to use Pump Kings. I'd rather use Wood Remains. I mean, Pump King is fine from a stat perspective, but I don't really need it. He just got rid of a Goldvine. This is an excellent hand, though. Hopefully that's a Violet Crystal. Okay, next turn I will flip over 2 Wood Remains and be in an extremely good spot against this guy. As long as he doesn't Dark Hole me, we pretty much just instantly win at this point. Ooh, snake hair. Unfortunate. Well, we've seen that attack animation last episode. Oh, we are going to lose... Oh. Well then. I didn't think he would consider himself behind yet, but maybe he did. Let's put this one here. We can make quite a few of these at this point, so we should be fine. As long as that's not that big. Oh no. Well, this is a real shame. My opponent played an extra mammoth, which is not good for me. It is the strongest zombie in the game. Oh well. So there are definitely cards we can draw here that'll be fine, but a Dakura Rider or a Skelgon or a Goldfine? Probably a Skelgon since he put it in defense. Well, I can get over this now. Since it's outside of his leader range. Just getting rid of cards so that maybe I can get down to my next Wood Remains, because 3,500 is a lot better. Can do this, and then I can go like this, and then... I don't need Call of the Haunted, really at all, or Graveyard at Hand of Invitation. I'm just going to discard them. One of the things that would be really fine to put in this deck would be like a Muka Muka, since we do so much fusions and zombies. Oh, that is a Dakura Rider. Ooh, good. No, this should be a 2,900. Oh, that's a nice sounding motorcycle. It's very rare that you actually see a Dakura Rider, because you have to ritual summon it, and usually. And I mean, honestly, I'd rather just put one in my deck. It's not too strong of a card. It's not actually that strong of a card either, but... Move up like this. Dark Hole. No, that is not a dark hole. Let's see this first. What card is right next to my leader? Oh, they tied. Sure, we can play this out. Yeah, Twitter break. The best thing for me to do is to not attack his cards, because then he won't play more. Hey, an additional Mammoth Graveyard. We've seen Wood Remains attack like 3 times already. We're good. This man's kinda dead. Figured that was a spell. Oh, a white hole. So passing's more experience here. Not that it matters, but it is more experience across my creatures. It'd be more experience on Armored Zombie to just attack, though. Okay, well, the cards that we really want here are... There's not really many in the slots that we really want. I wouldn't mind a Megamorph. That's fine. Let's see if we can get the Megamorph or a Cyber Sign. That'll work. Maybe there is a... I could go for a Dakura Rider from the triple. Not really hard over and getting one. We're gonna definitely be here for a couple duels to beat this guy. So that we can actually get a couple cards from him at the very least. We can get rid of some of the less useful cards in this deck. Yeah. There's not really much way to avoid doing a little farming at the beginning of one of these, especially when the zombie opponent is right here, so we might as well get cards we want from him. Well, I'm going to leave the Skull Servant in my hand because it can fuse for Wood Remains easily. Well, that's a monster. And I'm sure it's bigger than my creature. So we can just pass a turn, let him play a second monster, and then I can Eternal Rest next turn and kill both of his cards. It'll also kill my Armored Zombie, but... we need to remember to remove Armored Zombie from my deck once we're done with this guy. So where are my plants? So why have I left these white dolphins in so long? He used violet crystal yet? He did. Good. Okay, we need that. Ooh. I'm just gonna dump that card. I know it wouldn't fuse because I was getting rid of Zombie Warrior, but hopefully he doesn't just hit over my wood remains here. He definitely could. That looks very much like he's going to. That's probably a Mammoth of Gold Fine, which outside of his leader range is going to be a 2700. Yeah. Just had a bunch of fights between these two creatures. Sure, we'll just get over it. Yeah, Bones doesn't really go off too hard usually, but his regular plays are like, he can play at 2800 pretty easily. 3300 with an equip, so you have to be a little careful of him. The bigger problem with him is all of his cards that destroy your cards and paralyze you. It's an interesting trap that he just played. Wow. See, if I were playing a Muka Muka in my deck, this would be worth a whole bunch of cards. But I'm not. Also, these snake hairs are absolutely amazing against opponents that are stronger than you. Because even if he were to kill my snake hair here, which he just did, his snake hair is now unable to do anything ever. Paralyzing your opponent creature eternally is as good as killing it, you know? Ew. Still doesn't change the fact I've drawn absolutely nothing. Oh hey, a Fiend's Hand. I don't care to see the model that's just a ball with some hands sticking out of it. But hey, that lets me hit him directly. Oh hey, a Cyberstein. It wouldn't be bad for us to get Cybersteins for our deck. They're part of the Dokuro Rider fusion, and on top of that, they create wasteland terrain. Both of those things are very good for us. Also, we've seen Woodland Remains attack, so just ignore that, and then Finisher. So there should be at least 3, 4, 5 cards in the slots that we want right now. The main one being Violet Crystal. We need 2 more of those. The second thing is Fiend's Hand. We really need 3 of those. That's a Skelgon. Oh, that's a Fiend's Hand. Okay, now let's just get ourselves a Violet Crystal. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can get a Dakura Rider. I'm just using save states to do this quickly. The number of the frame count is what determines what card you get. So if you wait a different number of frames, which when you have it on turbo mode, the frames go by very quickly. You just get randomly different cards. Honestly, a Cosmic Queen would be super good, but that would be kind of off-brand. Okay, so we did that. I'm going to go ahead and save. Also going to go ahead and do a reincarnation since we can. We should also take these dolphins out of the deck. I'm tired of drawing them. Fiend's Hand and Violet Crystal need to go in. Let's do this reincarnation and I'll be right back. Okay, for full disclosure, I swapped to, of course. So I swapped over from Dakura Rider to Eternal Rest for the reincarnation, just so I could get a Darkness Approaches. This is what I wanted. And it's easier to get when you reincarnate a spell. Well, for now we're good. Just go win a couple more times. I want another Violet Crystal. I want another Fiend's Hand, or I want 2 more Fiend's Hands, and I want another Violet Crystal. At minimum, before we really move on. Just so that we can show the real strength of zombies isn't like big beat sticks from Pumpkins. It's really from cards like this. I'm gonna just throw out a card so that he can just Dark Hole it. Since it's not like it could get to him very quickly anyways, so... just do this. Send Snake Hair at him. Hopefully that was a Violet Crystal. And that's a Skelgon fused with a Fiend's... that's definitely not a Skelgon fused with a Fiend's Hand. Fused from a Fiend's Hand. That is a Great Mammoth of Goldfine. It did use a Violet Crystal, so that's nice. Okay. 1 road remains. Hopefully that's not another Dark Hole. Okay, it's not. Cool. I'm just gonna get rid of a couple cards in my hand. Okay, we need one more Wood Remains to really be stronger than his Pumpkin. Or we can do that, I guess. He's making our creatures stronger for us with Pumpkin, which is kind of nice, but doesn't matter because the relative strength is still the same. But I can make Wood Remains stronger than Pumpkin a lot quicker. Then Pumpkin can make something else stronger. So see the Patrician model, I guess, but yeah, Woodland Sprite just kind of or sorry, Wood Remains is kind of just strong at this point. I also should go grab Temple of Skulls at some point here. He's going to move to his right here, and then he's going to attack me directly because he's going to summon in front of himself. So I'm going to do this. Zombie Warrior's not a big threat, or Armored Zombie isn't. Although we could do a lot of damage over the top of him with it. Let's see. Oh, a Cyberstein. Well, I know there was at least a Violet Crystal played in this duel. Again, same animations because we're going to use the same card all the time. That looks lethal. Looks like a lot of lethal. So, good game, well played. Since this is just a farming episode, I'm going to go a little bit longer than usual. So I don't have to do too much farming in other episodes. Hey, let's grab the Megamorph also. That's not a Megamorph. I'd like to maximize the number of cards I get more than anything else. Cyberstein's fine. Patrician of Darkness wouldn't be terrible, but I don't really want to put Patrician in my deck too badly. I mean, I could put it in my deck, it doesn't really matter. But it's not something that I'm just going to go seek out and put in my deck. This time we're going to actually move to the right instead of the left. This will take longer, for sure. I'm just going to do this. Send this at him. There's absolutely no way that can ever get over anything, but I was hoping to just bait out a dark hole with it. That's a mammoth. I'm actually just going to play the Call of the Haunted. Just in case that he decides to play a dark hole here. He's actually kind of likely to play one here, because he'd gotten rid of 3 cards last turn. But he didn't. Okay. And we drew a Bone Mouse, so I can use that instead of the other card for this fusion. Because Fiend's Hand's nice to just have around anyways. I'm going to have to kind of remake my deck a little bit after this duel anyways, so... I'm hoping a Fiend's Hand's been used already. Also, maybe I should talk about why this field's designed this way. His AI really likes to go down that one pathway right there. That dark hole's unfortunate, but that's okay. We got one of the dark holes out of the way. I'm kind of surprised that he just dark holes the field like that, but... Oh hey, he used a Fiend's Hand. Hopefully that will be in the graveyard for us. So we just kind of need to kill him at this point. There's a Violet Crystal in there, there's Fiend's Hands. That's a Violet Crystal creature, Pumpkin, so... Again, I don't really need individually strong cards when I can just buff Wood Remains like this. And he'll buff them for me, so that's nice of him. Or he will blow up the field again. Well, he only has one of those left, so... We're not too much further down on cards than he is either, so it's at least good. But the field is designed to basically make it really annoying for the player. Especially to go get that card. Well, now that we're on our, 4th Wood Remains that we've played. He's just Darkhold the board repeatedly. We'll go like this. Oh, tie. Okay. Let's get rid of these guys. I guess Snakehair is probably female, although I'm pretty sure it doesn't take the female equips, so... Yeah, I mean, I don't think any zombies take the female equips. Not in this game. We don't have cards like Vampire Lady. I'm starting to run low on cards. Oh, hey, a Fiend's Hand. What does Skelgon do? I forget. But this is really what Bones is, or Necromancer's meant to do to you. Is he's meant to just basically play strong stuff, or hit, and all of his other stuff just kills all of your cards, or paralyzes it forever. Like, he's meant to be pretty annoying and run you out of stuff. Okay, can I get another Wood Remains, please? I can. Now, I hope I can get over this. Okay, I can. Good. Also, if I hadn't put the triple Dark Hole in this guy's deck, he would have been obnoxiously low in terms of deck cost. I could have easily not given him Pumpkins, and not given him Dark Holes, and his deck cost would have been like, I don't know, 400. Nice suicide. Wait, it doesn't like attack with the scythe? Oh. Interesting choice. Now, hopefully, I don't see another Dark Hole here. I do know that he played a Nemo Mishu. Oh, wait, this is not stronger. Oh, well. Oh, that was a Cyberstein? I should have played a zombie. It would have done more damage, but it doesn't matter. This is an animation I don't think I've ever watched, because I probably avoid making that card. What I was saying is if I had fused for an armored zombie, it would have been a 2200 instead of a 1800 because of my leader ability. Oh well, Wood Remains finishes the duel with like 3 of its brethren in the grave. Okay, there's Fiend's Hand and Violet Crystal, so let's get both. I think I... Actually, do I even need another Violet Crystal? I probably don't. Fused into a Cybersaurus? Oh, I needed that. Let's grab Fiend's Hand. Earlier? There we go. Not what I was looking for. I guess we'll just take that. Oh, perfect. Sweet. Okay, we'll save that. That's gonna have to do it for today. We'll just edit our deck real quick and then call it. We'll need to do one more duel to get another Fiend Sand. That can go. Armored Zombie, or Zombie Warrior can go. I should get at least one Cyber Stein to go with these. Three-legged zombies can go. Hard armor can definitely go. Serpent Marauder can go. Well, that's 5 cards to put in. Oh, hey, we have a Cyberstein already. Okay. Oh, and I didn't put in the Yashinoki. We can take out Mask Clown for Yashinoki. I didn't realize I didn't put that card in. Oh, and I can put in another Megamorph, too. Okay, well, this deck is getting a lot better. We now have 5 equips in the deck, which is excellent. And most of our... Unfortunately, we don't have Dark Energies, but I mean, Dark Energies are not great, and so neither are Megamorphs. But we have 3 Snakehair and 2 Fiend Sands. Temple of Skulls is really nice to deal with people that keep Dark Holing you. We have some flip abilities, so we'll go for more Darkness approaches and call that good. We'll probably grab a Mask of Darkness here shortly, and yeah, we're getting there. Thank you all for watching, and have a nice day. Also, please comment. I enjoy reading them. So, bye-bye.